Swatch Watch, and guess what? We're in the Sunny TV Clubhouse for the show that's on in the afternoon, also known as
Afternoon Delight.
That's right. And I've got my Sunny Honey over here. My co-host is Mel, and we're going to be giving you a show that is going to literally change your life. I love it. We're going to be leaning into all the segments that you love today, especially a pop culture Thunderdome quiz today, talking about Kenny Rogers.
The gambler himself.
Yes, I'm really excited about that. And when I come up with these quizzes, it's usually what's playing in the background of my house soundtrack.
Or your head.
So I'm like, oh, we don't really talk about Kenny Rogers much. Let's do a trivia on him. Then we're going to get into Meme It or Leave It. They're spicy today, a little saucy. So I will see if Melanie likes these or not. Of course, these are brought to you by Boat Drinks. We love you over at Boat Drinks.
It's one of my favorite games we play.
And then we've got a Reddit rundown report that it's going to be a spicy one, okay? But it's a story nonetheless that we're going to tackle and unpack this with all the TLDR and all the hot stuff. Yeah, it's a special one. We'll get to it. Mel sent over some 3 happy stories that we're going to tell her. Is this newsworthy or are they just happy with hot air? So we're going to find out that. And of course, we'll finish off with Hey Girl, Hey. Horrible horoscopes. We've got, what do we got? We've got...
Who's on the docket?
We've got Cancer, Leo, and Virgo on the deck today. So we'll see what happens with their horrible horoscope. But let's get into Pop Culture Thunderdome. Can we get some Kenny Rogers theme music here?
You gotta know when to hold 'em.
Know when to fold 'em.
Know when to walk away.
When the deal is done.
Boom.
I love that. All right.
Thunderdome.
Count your blessings on this. First question here, Sonnies. Before going solo, Kenny Rogers was a part of which psychedelic rock band? Was it the Byrds? Was it the First Edition? Was it CCR? Or was it the Monkees?
It's B, the First Edition.
Oh, wow. Look at you. Good for you. Okay, knowing things. Next up, true or false? Kenny Rogers originally trained to be a jazz musician before switching to country.
False.
Okay. Next up, The Gambler was it written by Kenny Rogers? Was it originally recorded by another artist? Was it based on a true story, or was it banned from radio for gambling references?
B, originally recorded by another artist.
Okay, all right. Next up, true or false? Kenny Rogers once had a hit song that also turned into a successful TV movie franchise.
Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz so Mel can get an answer right. All right. First question. Kenny Rogers is known for singing country music. True or false? True. Good job. Excellent.
Islands in the stream.
It's a great song. All right, next up. Which fast food chain did Kenny Rogers famously start? Was it Hardee's? Was it Kenny Rogers Roasters? Was it Church's Chicken? Or was it Cracker Barrel?
B, Kenny Rogers Roasters.
Okay, I was worried if you didn't get that
Not Roosters.
one. No, love it.
Context clues.
Next up, true or false? Kenny Rogers won a Grammy for a duet with Dolly Parton.
I think that's true.
Okay. You going with true final answer?
Now you're making me question myself.
I don't know.
I'm going Baby Thunderdome then.
Baby Thunderdome quiz so Mel can get an answer right. Number 2. Which one of the Kenny Rogers' most famous songs? Was it The Gambler? Was it the Baby Shark song? Was it Shake It Off? Or was it WAP?
It is The Gambler.
Yeah, perfect. WAP. Oh my
It's
God.
WAP.
Could you imagine WAP
WAP,
with
WAP,
Kenny
WAP,
Rogers?
WAP.
Oh my gosh.
Stop.
Which genre did Kenny Rogers not significantly perform in? Was it country? Was it pop? Was it rock? Was it opera?
Opera.
Okay. True or false on number D or 8? Excuse me. Number D. Get a picture of that. It's the most smartest in the room here. True or false? Kenny Rogers acted in movies and TV shows outside of music-related roles.
True.
Okay. Your favorite song, number 9, Islands in the Stream, was written by which legendary group? Was it Fleetwood Mac? Was it Bee Gees? Was it the Eagles? Or was it ABBA?
Oh, Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz so Mel can get an answer right. Kenny Rogers had a beard. True or false?
True.
Okay, excellent. Number 10, Kenny Rogers held a professional photography exhibit later in his life.
Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz so Mo can get an answer right. What was Kenny Rogers' nickname vibe? Was it the gambler? Was it the baker? Was it the dentist? Or was it the mailman?
The gambler.
Perfect. God, you got real nervous on that one.
I know. I'm like looking at you like, what the hell is this question?
Well, let me go and get that answer key.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Done.
All right. The first question was the band, the psychedelic band. What was your answer?
B, the first edition.
Correct. The band had a psychedelic hit that just dropped in to see what my condition was in. Apparently, that's the name of the song, which feels not the gambler. So very interesting. Next up, the question was, Kenny Rogers originally trained to be a jazz musician. You said
False.
correct. He started in rock pop, not jazz. Plot twist, Kenny had range, but not that much range. All right, next up, you said?
I said B, originally recorded by another artist.
This was about the Gambler. You are correct. The Gambler was first recorded by Bobby Bear before Kenny made it legendary. Next up, this was Kenny Rogers had a hit song that also turned into a successful TV movie franchise.
I
You
did
said
Baby Thunderdome.
okay, but in a court of law, you would have said
False.
it is actually true. Good thing you went Baby
What was the
Thunderdome.
TV show?
The Gambler became a whole TV show series starring Kenny himself. Whoopsie doodle.
Shocker.
But you comeback story on this next one. You said
Kenny Rogers Roasters.
that's right. It's that fast food
That
chain that
little
he started.
chickens.
It became so iconic it featured on Seinfeld. I love.
I never had it.
Oh, it was so much better than Boston Market. It was like the competitor of Boston Market.
Okay.
It was so good.
I
I'm
would
closing
eat
my
them.
eyes. It was that good.
I miss Boston Market.
I love rotisserie chicken. Okay.
Yeah.
Next up, you said.
I said Baby Thunderdome, but my original reaction was true.
Okay, the answer is true. Kenny Rogers won a Grammy with the duet of Dolly Parton.
Because Dolly Parton.
Islands in the Stream. Dolly Parton won a Grammy is still a karaoke power move. All right, next up was what genre did he not do? You said
Opera.
Right, that is correct. He did country, pop, and even rock, but no one needed Kenny hitting opera notes. That's true. Yeah. Next up, you said
True.
that is correct. He acted in a range of movies and starred in multiple acting roles, especially the Gambler films, after fully committing to cowboy energy. Okay, I think you win Baby Thunderdome on this next one.
I did, but I feel like the answer is the Bee Gees.
That is correct. The Bee Gees
Hey!
wrote it was originally as an R&B song before Kenny and Dolly made it iconic.
Yeah.
Final, I think you win Baby Thunderdome on this one.
Yeah, but I feel like this could be true.
This was held a professional photography later in his life. It is true.
Okay.
He became a serious photographer in life and even published books of his work.
I got 100.
Hey!
I know Kenny Rogers.
You know Kenny Rogers and I know capybaras.
Hey.
Looking for your wild side with a gentle twist, Sonnies? Say hello to the Capybara Cafe, Florida's most unforgettable animal experience. Get up close and personal with capybaras, reptiles, and the cutest exotic creatures around, all while learning, laughing, and making a real impact. Every visit supports animal shelters, provides sustainability, and delivers educational magic for the whole fam. So don't just scroll, scurry over to thecapybaracafe.com and book your encounter now. The Capybara Cafe, where curiosity lives and your wild heart gets to roam.
Well, 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 or as Elizabeth Taylor said in Virginia Woolf, clink, clink. It's the boat drinks meme it or leave it moment. We've got our first one today. Nothing refreshes my memory of what I needed at the grocery store like coming home from the grocery store.
Yes, true.
Oh, I hate when I forget something.
That's why I started making lists. Paper lists.
Okay, I made the lasagna, right? Well, I was supposed to make it over Easter weekend, but I forgot the ground beef. Oh,
Stupid.
so I had to wait. All right, next up. Respectfully, I don't think cooking together is romantic. I actually need you to move the F out of my way.
Yeah, that's true.
Get out.
Don't come in the kitchen with me.
That is honestly, this is my meditation time. This is my
Leave me
moment.
alone. And I know what I'm doing. I know where I need to go next.
Me too. Brian was the same way.
Oh,
It was
stupid.
yeah. Next up, I'm sorry to hear your friend was run over by a boat in Venice. My condolences.
like a gondola. I love a good one-liner.
Next up, I'm beginning to think that for some of you, the wheels on your bus, they don't go round and round.
No, they don't.
They don't anymore.
No round
it's a
and
shame.
round.
Next up, some people be bathing and still be musty. So you waterproof, huh? You waterproof.
Yeah, how is that
I don't
true?
know. It's funky.
They're probably not doing
funky
the showers
smell. It's
properly.
Probably
Ooh,
the clothing.
stank.
Clothing. Next up, what kind of person just wakes up and immediately starts speaking? Who are you,
Yeah,
aliens?
give me a minute.
Yeah, give everybody a minute. Next up, do you have at least 1 year of experience working in the beauty or aesthetics industry? And then you answer, I've been beautiful my whole
Oh my
life.
God, I would do that on an interview. That'd be
Hired.
hilarious.
Next up, is this a part of Kermit the Frog's body or something he wears? I want to know if I want to hurt him and rip it right off.
Oh, I think it's his attire.
Who would want to hurt Kermit?
I
He's
don't
too
know.
funny.
It ain't easy being green, buddy.
Next up, Gen Z can buy the butterfly clips and
Yep.
tracksuits, but you weren't there in the
Yep.
trenches with all of us.
The jeans soaking from the bottom.
This was the truth. They were disgusting, but I still
did
have
it.
jeans like this. I
Oh my
love
God,
them.
Yeah, we still do it.
Oh, and then finally we have this dad fail of all time. Dad
this is hilarious.
accidentally threw his daughter a North Korean theme party with flags and Kim Jong-un cutout after confusing it with a request for a K-pop party.
Stop! You said you wanted a Korean party. Dad, K-pop. That's a dad win. I can't.
I gotta go to Boat Drinks. Get me to Boat Drinks.
Somewhere between lunch and legend, there's a place where the day slips off its mundane. Helmed by Captain Rob and Captain Whitney, part hosts, part legends, part beautifully orchestrated icons. This isn't just a bar, it's a daytime escape portal for people who refuse to live boring lives. Boat Drinks Bar is the vibe to thrive, to stay alive. You didn't plan to stay all afternoon, but Boat Drinks has never been concerned with your plans. Find your escape in Uptown St. Augustine, 123 San Marco Avenue, where the afternoons arrive fashionably late and leave comfortably transformed. Boat Drinks.
Just when you think you heard it all. What we have today, Sonnies, is an Addie's Reddit Rundown report. Woo! It's Today I Effed Up is the subreddit. Today I effed up by accidentally having sex with my cousin at a family wedding.
What in the inbred?
What is in my algorithm? I don't know,
What
but
in the-
I'm getting the juiciest stories here.
What in the family tree that branches off once is this story?
I'll
Alright,
tell
go.
you, this story is multifaceted
Okay.
and it is interesting. That's why I
Wait,
thought.
let me get hydrated.
Yeah,
first.
let me get everything ready to go here. Okay, here we go. Intention versus the outcome. Oh, okay. So the setting. My uncle's wedding. It's around autumn, and my uncle by my mother's side has an exceptionally large family. This is relevant to the story. He's getting married for the second time. Now, my family is extremely large. My mother has 3 brothers and 5 sisters, all with children of their own, and some even children of their own now.
Oh God.
The wedding isn't what I would describe as large, pretty much encompassing just family and close friends. All in, there have been maybe about 60 people there, and about 60%, a rough estimate, related by blood to me.
Okay.
They make up the majority, is what I'm trying to say, and many people were spread over whom I've only met maybe once or twice in my lifetime. And you can see where this is going. For reference, I would be about mid-17 years old in this story, with the age consent in the country of UK being 16. The girl we shall call Isla is about 22 or 23, okay? Well, at the reception, I'm having a great time with my sister and parents and cousins, dancing, indulging, and drinking, just generally enjoying myself, as it's rare for a large family gatherings for us for obvious reasons. A girl I don't recognize comes over and dance with me on the very crowded dance floor. She's older than me, clearly, and I thought maybe 19 or 20. Anyway, we start dancing and touching. She twerks on me a little, I grind a little bit. And I presume nobody noticed due to the acclimated intoxication of the crowdus around where we were.
Oh no, somebody knew and they're watching.
Yeah, we would definitely if we were in a corner, Mel, for sure. One thing leads to another. We start kissing, and she asks me if I want to go upstairs, which I correctly take to mean to her hotel room. It was a hotel wedding, so okay. I, of course, being a hormonal teenage boy, still am, jump at the opportunity and say yes. I should say this wasn't my first time or anything, but by this point, I carried condoms around in my wallet when I went out and knew I would be drinking. So who knows what was to lead to next. So we proceed to discreetly, or so I think, take our leave. Both drunk, obviously not to the point of not being in control of our actions or stumbling around or blacking out. I get to her room, a bit of excited talk, and the clothes came off. All is going well. Now I should say that all of this time, I'm assuming this girl is just a friend of the bride, not a relative. There we go. I just want to make sure I said that right.
60% of the people at this wedding are relative.
Correct. So she was just assuming that it was just a friend of the bride. Okay. Oh boy, was I in shock. Because as it turns out, she thought the same of me, that he was just a friend of the bride.
Okay.
So as we were cleaning up, so to speak, she began a little small talk, and before we had mostly jumped into purely sexual.
Jesus.
She eventually asked how I know the bride. Let us call her Emma. I stop, thunderstruck, the realization slowly creeping up on me, and the horror. I laugh it off, hoping in vain. She is joking, and I state that I am the son, insert mother's name. The shock is palpable on who I then realize as my cousin's face as she's putting her bra back on. She sort of freaks out and says that she is the estranged daughter of one of my uncles who's had a troubled life, whom she's very recently reconnected with. I don't know this. We essentially collectively let out a word, where we got dressed quickly and decided to never reveal this major cock up to a soul and hope to God we had not been noticed. Alas, we decided it would be the best if she would leave first and that I would follow about 5 to 10 minutes later. Well, I do. She leaves first, and I just kind of stand around in the hallway on my phone, freaking out for a short while until I decide enough time has passed to erode suspicion. Well, first thing I see when I get down is the look of pure disappointment on my mother's face, the stupid effing grin on my father's face, and the half of my cousin's faces and my sister looking in disgust as though she was watching a particularly repulsive sea slug. One of my cousins, whom I am close to, pats me on the back, shaking his head and laughing his absolute head off. I know I am defeated and then quietly take a seat, expecting the utter bollocking I will later receive from my family. My elderly 90-year-old grandmother was there for F's sake, and word was not quiet. I didn't see Isla or her father again that reception, and later found out she told him, and he took her home, not to the hotel that she had booked, by way of taxi. So yes, I accidentally took part in, protected, thank God.
Oh, God.
It is brought up every single year. I mean, every single family gathering, a couple of my cousins have taken to playing Sweet Home Alabama and asking me when the next date is when I enter the room. After explaining to my parents that this was an accident, I fully believe that she was not a relative, like they should have questioned it. They were okay-ish with it, but still disappointed and annoyed a little. My father asked me how I failed to notice Isla, apparently, sat literally in the row behind us, and I had no answer. Gotta work on my observation skills, I guess.
Stupid boy.
Not only did my family still tease me, but my friends found out from my sister within days.
God.
I've been relentlessly teased by them and most social gatherings since. You can imagine how my cousin, Alabama, jokes daily. I'm ashamed to this day Even more so because she is an objectively attractive woman. Don't say that.
You already effed up.
Don't say that.
Stop talking.
As one might imagine, the limited interactions we've had since they've been extremely strained and awkward, not helped by my dickhead cousins. There is another big family wedding coming up this summer, and since the announcement of the incident, as it come to be known, that's all been discussed within my hearing. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this roller coaster. If you have any questions, feel free. Blah, 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 blah. And there's one edit. Thank y'all very much for the outpouring of this. I will try to get through the comments. Also, thank you for the first silver and gold kind stranger. Glad to give you a chuckle. All right, so here we are. The wedding. Intention versus outcome, Mel.
Listen, all I know is if I'm at a wedding that's 60% family, I'm not going near any of those people. You're twerking on each other and grinding like I'm going to vomit.
Do people, I guess I want to start with, when you're at a wedding, like I'm thinking of your wedding, it is an environment where people can relax, can be them 100% authentically themselves.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this, like we have a large family, right?
Yes.
And if there's and a lot of the people I have may not have seen or maybe met them once or twice, I would ask, like, Mom, are they related to? Yes, that's who so and so on so and so side.
Right.
Dad, is that? Yes. Like, why didn't he ask somebody?
This is generally accidental.
This is like a dumb 17-year-old boy.
Do we definitely agree that this was not intentional? Like, he definitely did not know that. He wouldn't have done this if he knew that this was the cousin. But
oh my God,
this is so like, this is crazy.
This is like this kid.
Why do families turn uncomfortable or awkward situations into running jokes? Like, can they just let it go?
No, that's how they deal with it.
I think so. I think a humor is the way of bonding in a situation like this.
But like it gets to the point where, okay, enough is enough. It's not funny anymore.
But if they knew and they came down the stairs with all the judgment looks and the disgust and everything, why didn't anybody go up and knock on that room and like try to break? I would have done that. I'd have been like, wait a minute.
Before you get rocking and rolling, that's your cousin.
I would definitely have been like, listen here, guys. Like, we need to open up our eyes in this moment.
Oh my God, this is hilarious to me.
What point does joking become emotional minimalization?
Like, enough is enough.
Yeah, right?
You could joke a little bit, but let it go.
I mean, how often do we assume things in life without verifying clause?
All the time.
Well, that's exactly what he did. He didn't verify who his actual family was.
This poor kid.
Pay attention. Like, oh my God.
But
that's
why didn't
so
he-
awkward, right?
Why didn't he just ask, am I related to her? And they say, yes, okay.
I mean, how much I mean, the drinking, first and foremost.
Yeah.
So the drinking, I mean, that's why it's always important to have somebody sober at a party, just to be able to...
You make sure you don't sleep with your cousins.
Golly, where was his family or friends on this
Nowhere.
situation?
They leave him
Everybody wanted this kid to fail, essentially, and just fall into the wrong situation.
Oh my God,
I
this
almost
is
said the wrong
hysterical.
hole, but that would have been wrong. Yeah,
you can't say that.
Okay, so is the shame something we carry or something that's reinforced by others?
Little both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but do you think if everybody would have just brushed this aside and he would have gotten away with doing this, that it would have been a totally different turnout of the story?
Yeah.
I mean, he's still laughing about it. It's still humorous, but like, ugh. How do you think she feels?
Oh my God, mortified.
Do you think so? Mm-hmm. Do you think something technically wrong but ethically complicated? Do we oversimplify situations like this?
Sometimes. I think we do.
How do we hold space for nuance in uncomfortable situations? Like, how do you forgive yourself? How do you move forward on something like this? This is psychologically damaging.
This is like crazy to me.
Yeah? Are you really just turned off on the rest of the story? Like, are you done talking
I'm
about
like,
it?
oh my God, with these people.
How much do we really notice about people around us, and are we disconnected in society, do you think?
One more time with that question.
How are we disconnected in society with about the people that are surrounding us? Like,
Yeah.
when you
I
go to
think-
an event like that.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people don't. I think a lot of families now don't do enough together.
Yeah.
To bring the extended family.
Obviously, he didn't even know that he had this cousin. Like, I mean, it's not like she was on his Christmas card
in.
list.
Oh my God, this is funny.
How do they move from shame to humor to acceptance? I think time.
I think just time.
I think time is going to heal this wound. I don't see it being completely damaging because I think the humor part of it, that people are playing slap and tickle, that'll eventually evolve.
it'll stop.
I'm sure he'll get like some sort of like,
Or he's gonna get to the point
incest
where he'll be like, "Shut the
nickname
F
or
up
something.
already."
Yeah. So, I mean, the Sweet Home Alabama thing. I think Alabama gets a bad rap. I'm not going to lie because I love that song. What would you have done in this situation?
I would have asked my family, "Hey, who's that person? Are they related to somebody?"
Have you ever realized in a moment was like, but it was too late to realize?
Not with a family member.
I mean, I guess obviously I don't sleep with people, but like the conversations, like I recently had a conversation with somebody that I thought that they were another person.
I've done that.
I did that
I sent a text on accident to the wrong person talking about the person.
Oh, that's horrible. Did you really?
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Oh my
And I
God.
was like, but I didn't use the person's name. I was like, you're not going to believe what this bitch did.
And it was
And it was
this
the
bitch. Oh my God. And what happened?
She was like, are you kidding? I was like, and then I realized it. And I was like, no, I can't believe you did that. Like, I was able to like.
Oh, you kept it real. You just kept leaning forward
and
into it.
Yeah, I haven't talked to her in a while.
Yeah, she probably didn't believe that, that moment. But I literally had a face-to-face conversation with this person, thinking it was the person that was helping us at an event, like one of our servers, and it ended up being an
wasn't.
assistant of somebody, and I was like, oh!
Yeah, I've done that.
You did a great job. They looked at me weird. I'm like, just making sure these dreams come true. I try to cover it up,
it's
but you
hard
really
with
can't.
what you do, and
Oh, yeah.
we're always everywhere, meeting all the people of the land.
Yeah.
That's like the time when Jess and
If
I.
you're playing with freckles, you're all the same.
That's
Becky.
like when Jess and I went to Saint, and then we went to Lip Blot Lounge.
Right.
Michelle Skidmore was standing outside with their daughter. It was
I
her daughter's
remember,
20th
yeah.
birthday, and I was like, "Oh, Jess, this is Michelle from Betty Griffin." Michelle clearly works for Says.
Yeah, it clearly
And I
works
was
for
like-
says.
It just my brain just went blank.
So
She
funny.
laughed.
Well, a place where they all know your name and a place where you can get your fame is at Panache.
What?
Every guest, every time. Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space, dedicated to guest comfort and devotion to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar by aligning with Aveda's mission. You gotta get Panache.com and get with it, boo.
Wow. Well, Mel's getting breaking news right now on her Facebook.
Yeah.
Sad. We'll have to reach out to
Yeah.
them
We'll
and
find out
see
what
how
we
they're
can do to
doing.
help.
All right, we got 3 news stories. Is this news? Mel's going to be the judge, or no, we're going to be the judge. and jury for
Yeah,
Mel.
I sent us stories.
All right, first one. I'm surprised you sent this over. Birds are taking voice lessons, and Mel wants us to give a shit. Okay.
Funny
Sonny's-
because I don't even like birds.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to say this. You need to stay with me. Apparently, we now have birds in singing lessons. Not vibes, not metaphor, actual vocal coaching. Because scientists discovered that this endangered birds, the Regent honeyeater, has been forgetting how to sing its own song. And it's not like, oh, I missed a note, like me, or, ooh, I'm a little flattened off key, like me. These birds are out there singing the wrong songs, remixing other species, basically giving cover band with no rehearsal. Scientist says, who knows, you know what this needs? A mentor. So they brought in wild male birds to teach the younger ones how to sing correctly. Because recordings that didn't work, which honestly relatable, because sometimes you don't need a podcast, you need a person in front of you teaching you how to sing in nature. So tell me.
Here we go, guys. This is a bird boot camp. And here's why it's important. There are fewer than 250 of these birds left in the wild, which means every single one matters for survival. Bird cage and bird song isn't just a cute background noise. It's critical for mating and territory. So if they
Right.
sing the wrong song, they might not reproduce.
Yeah, they might be singing the thong song, and they're like, "No, I wanted an Ennio kind of morning." Yeah,
And because the population dropped so low, younger birds don't have enough older males to learn from, so they started copying other species or making up their own songs, kind of like I do.
That's interesting piece of
Yes.
fact.
Scientists tried playing recording for months and it didn't work, but they introduced real teacher birds The young ones actually started learning the correct song.
Interesting. Okay.
So in just a few years, about 42% of birds learned the proper song, so this could directly impact whether the species survives.
I mean, this is kind of cool because they kind of needed a mentorship, which we
Yeah.
talk about big brothers, big sisters all the time. They needed a mentorship to be able to understand the ways that this species
'cause
can
this
sing.
population could disappear if they don't figure this out.
Don't you find it interesting how nature can
Figure it out?
Yeah, I love that. And they use a language that we don't even speak about. So I think this is newsworthy.
News, and I
think
don't
that's
even like birds. That's why I like
science
it.
news. I think it's very fascinating, actually.
Biology news, actually.
Next up, trash roads are a thing, and it's not Mel's mouth. Here we go. Sonny's,
That's trash highway.
I need everyone to take a deep breath before I say this. We are now diving in on garbage.
Yep.
Not metaphorically, not emotionally, but physically. Because in Hungary, scientists have figured out how to take hard to recycle waste. We're talking plastics, foam, random junk nobody wants, and turn it into lightweight concrete for roads. So instead of throwing trash away, they said, let's pave with it, which means somewhere out there's a road made of yesterday's problems. And I'm just trying to process, are we saving the planet or are we one pothole away from a Capri Sun wrapper resurfacing? What's going on here?
All right, so this is actually super important as well because a Hungarian company developed a process to turn non-recyclable waste like plastic and foam into a material called lightweight concrete.
Interesting.
Instead of sending this waste to landfills or burning it, which releases toxic stuff into the sky, it's shredded and mixed with construction materials, helping reduce environmental impact.
Wow.
So this type of material can be used for road bases, paving, and construction projects, replacing traditional stone and aggregate, and it's also lighter than traditional concrete.
I wonder what the price is like, because we reported like when they were expanding State Road 16, that was the cost of like $16 million.
But that's the thing; these kind of projects they end up being more expensive to be because they have to take the material and get it where it's ready to be mixed with things.
Oh.
But think about how much it keeps out of landfills.
I mean, yeah.
It's worth a shot.
You're not using fossil fuels to be able to create the tar.
Yeah.
I think we're reimagining reality on something like this. I think it's a genius
it
solution
is.
for a moment that infrastructure is obviously being hurt worldwide, and for us to be coming up with nuances and ways to make roads being
Well, and it's
safe.
still going to be strong because it's going to be mixed with concrete. So you're not
Yeah.
going to just have like recycled bottles you're driving on. But there are also millionaires who buy these plots of land that are like islands. And one of them took plastic bottles, like 2-liter bottles of stuff, and he made a mini floating island
Oh,
with recycle. You can look it up.
okay.
Yeah.
Do you think solutions like this help the environment long term, or do you think it just delays the real issue of?
Well, with infrastructure, roads are going to fall apart. You're going to have to redo them, but I think it would give a little bit more longevity,
Yeah.
and it would help reduce some waste that we create as humans.
I gotta tell you, Mel, I'm thinking that's newsworthy. I love innovations for environmental things. I really think that's something to talk about.
Yes.
And plus, we have Earth Day coming up, so that could be a really hot
Oh, yeah,
topic.
Earth
So,
Day.
30 years later, and Mel said, "Let's start here." Sonny's. Mel woke up this morning and said, "You know what these people need? A 30-year-old cold case murder."
I love cold cases.
Well, this story starts in 1992. A woman found dead in her home, initially believed to be of an overdose, but something just didn't sit right. There were no drugs in her system, signs of struggle, and just like that, the case went quietly cold. Fast forward 3 decades later, her daughters, who were the literal babies at the time, grew up, started asking questions and digging into the past, and basically said, yeah, we're not letting this one go. And that's what leads investigators back to the case. New evidence, alleged confessions, and now her estranged husband has been arrested and charged with murder. 30 freaking years later, which is incredible. But also, Mel, you brought this to the show like it was a casual Tuesday topic. Let us know what's going on here.
So I love Oxygen Channel. I love true crime. I love the Forensic Files. That show, you can't get away with murder.
Right.
It's going to catch up to you.
They're gonna find you. They're gonna find
This case
you.
went unsolved for 30 years, and it was the daughters, who are now adults, who pushed for answers and reopened the investigation. At the time of the death, no drugs were found in her system and signs of a struggle, shifting it to homicide.
Unbelievable.
The case didn't move forward back then due to lack of evidence, because you have to remember DNA testing, forensics, and stuff that was still far behind. It's not what we have nowadays. But new information, including alleged confessions to family members, helped build the case decades later. The suspect was arrested at a care facility at 68 years old.
They arrested him in an assisted living
They will
facility?
go and they will pull you out.
Oh my
Showing
God.
that time necessarily doesn't ease accountability, but the bigger picture.
Wow.
This is about cold cases being solved, advancements in investigations, and families refusing to let stories disappear.
The power of persistence. Absolutely.
Let
Do you
me tell
believe
you.
justice was delayed, but it's still justice? Do you?
Yeah, I think so.
How does that feel when you're watching the Oxygen Channel and you see a cold case that gets solved like that?
You feel from the families. There's a show on there.
From the family's
It's called
perspective?
Cold Case.
Okay.
It's with Kelly Ziegler. She was actually a prosecutor in Texas.
Okay.
She takes on these cold cases and she goes to the towns that they happen in. They're usually very small rural towns. You got to watch it. It's amazing. And she like backtracks the whole thing and with the use of modern stuff and she tracks down the people and with her team and she works directly with the people there. When she sits down with I cry every time. When she sits down with the family and she's like, we turned it over to the DA. They're going to prosecute him. The family is just like hysterical. They're like, and a lot of the people have passed away, you know, and they're like, my sister never got answers or whatever. But I'll tell you what, cold case, guys, if you know something, let's help these families. Like,
So is closure something that we find or is it something that we create through action?
I think it's both. You got to find closure because sometimes in certain like specific true crime stuff,
Yeah.
there's not going to be closure or like if there's never a body.
When do you give up?
I mean,
I'm thinking of the beautiful Guthrie family right now. I'm thinking of Jean-Benet Ramsey. All of these are like mysterious cold cases that
I
are
don't think
out
you
there.
ever give up
Do
if
you
that's
never
your
give up?
family.
You just keep going.
Yeah.
30 years later, that's not closure. That's persistence. That was incredible. This is an incredible story. Great news.
Yes,
Great
news.
news. After
Always
that,
news.
I need a little bit of wine from Bin 39 for
Yes.
sure.
39, the hidden gem of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. This is your secret getaway to a fabulous time. It's tucked away inside the lobby of the St. George Inn, and this charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that's straight out of a dream at the north end of St. George Street. Their wine collection features over 85 unique gems, is a journey into the extraordinary. You'll find wines from both small and large producers. They're open daily from 8 to 8 and Thursday to Sunday from 1 to 7. You got to check them out. Bin 39.
All right.
All right, what do we got now?
Hey, girl, hey. Horrible horoscopes. We got Cancer, Leo, and Virgo on deck. So sorry to Jim and Ashim.
Ashim.
I know. But Cancer, you guys are up here. Let's see. Cancer, you don't nurture. You manage emotional leverage. You keep a mental ledger tucked between old receipts, expired coupons, never thrown out, just quietly referenced.
True
you
story.
don't forgive. You reposition.
Oh my God, is that Capricorn or Cancer?
No, cancer, but very close. They're almost
So true.
related. Smiling across a dinner table while remembering exactly who failed you in 1974. Prediction, you'll offer kindness with terms no one agreed to. Action step, give without keeping score or stop pretending it's generosity. The brutal truth for you, Cancer, control disguised as care is still control. Your final warning is the people you protect can feel the grip. Ooh, maybe
is true.
Lighten that grip, Cancer.
Tell
Good
the
gracious.
truth. Then
Leo,
it got the claws, that's why.
here comes Leo.
Oh, the lion. Okay, Jim, what's in store?
Let's go. You don't need admiration. You need a witness this week. Like a mirror disco ball spinning even after the music is cut, still demanding attention in every empty room. You don't just want to be liked, you want to be undeniable. And when that doesn't happen, you rewrite the room or you leave it. Prediction, you'll regret something before it has the chance to reject you. Action step, stay seated when your ego tells you to exit. The brutal truth for Leos is not every room owes you recognition. Some require presence.
That's true.
Final warning, if you only shine when watched, you'll disappear in the dark.
True story.
Virgo.
Oh, Lord, a shame.
Virgo, you don't seek order. You enforce quiet control, like straightening magazines in someone else's living room that no one asked you to touch.
I do that stuff,
You
though.
don't trust systems. You are the right one, baby. Rigid, precise, and unforgiving.
That's a shame.
And when things go wrong, you don't panic, you tighten up. Prediction, you'll correct something that didn't need correcting and create a problem for yourself. Action step, let discomfort sit without fixing it. Brutal truth, control isn't competence. It's fear wearing a clipboard.
Oh.
Final warning, if you keep tightening the screws, eventually something strips.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true. And that's horrible horoscopes
Oh
for
my
you.
God, you guys.
Sonnies, that's a wrap on this Touchdown Tuesday. It's not even football season. What am I going here? We chilled, we thrilled, we laughed, we thrived, and most importantly,
We survived.
that's right. We'll be back tomorrow morning. What time?
9 a.m. guys, and it's Renee Wednesday.
Yes. We're going to be closing out these April and May festivals. I know she's going to be excited to get these festivals off the plate, but you guys are amazing. Please, please, please hit that share button. Let us
Yes.
grow this.
Invite people to like our show, guys. Share the sunny sunshine with your friends and family that live far, far away or next door.
That's what she said. Awesome. You guys are amazing. We love you so much.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
Sonnies. Share the show.
You
I just
got
can't
to
share the show. Share the show.
Hit
I
that
just
little
can't share the
arrow.
show. Hit that little arrow. I
Yeah.
love that. We got to
Hit
remember that.
little